Welcome everyone, it's Vapor Strakamar. It's time for some more Raid Shadow Legends. I'm gonna be continuing to test the quality. The quality seems to have improved. I had some really bad echoes and some other problems with the audio quality and everything else that's really annoying. We're gonna be checking through my daily quests. Um, well, in order to do that, basically, we're going to want to dump a lot of elixirs on Warmaiden. And we're going to want to prepare her for faction crypts. She will be useful in faction crypts for multiple reasons. We are going to be including her because I don't have any more elixirs. We're going to be including her in the fray with Blind Seer. Because this account needs help. Warmaiden needs help. Because they are very useful. Like, the only time when Warmaiden will stop being useful in a lot of content is when I get Deacon. Until I get Deacon on here or someone similar, Warmaiden will not retire. Until I get a Deacon or a Madame Saris somehow, we're not retiring Warmaiden for any reason. And she's still going to have a use in Faction Wars and for budget teams. Because she is the only champion of the bunch of decreased defense champs that's guaranteed. She also obviously has auxiliary benefits. Granted, the enemies are bruisering her up. Pretty badly. I mean, she's technically wearing clothes, but she's wearing, like, the bare minimum clothes. The bare minimum. It's like a bra and a bikini bottom. That's, like, literally all she's wearing. But her physique helps compensate. She has a very well kept physique. She definitely goes to the gym a lot and tones every inch of herself. I mean, I still have to buff her out. I still have to get her to 6-star, make no mistake. That will happen. Gotta get her to 5-star first before we can do that. Because that's just the way of ranking up champs. That is just the way of it. Going through Ogren tribes. I'm trying to develop her enough for faction crypts. She's going to need to be 40 to get to Faction Crypts. Pretty much. I mean, I know you're like, why didn't you prioritize Warmaiden over Blind Seer? Blind Seer is a much higher caliber of champ. That's why. She's a much more valuable and much more exotic type of champion. I know she's not necessarily prettier than Warmaiden, but she's more special. Blind Seer is a very special lady, so that's why she gets preferential treatment. Because looks aren't everything. Because obviously, if this game was all about looks, we would be obviously favoring Warmaiden over everyone else, but that's just not how this game is. Granted, there are some really cool looking champs that I'm going to be acquiring in the future. The reason that I was doing Tag Team Arena a lot is because I'm trying to get this account in early Drexstar, because Drexstar is incredibly valuable for a lot of advanced content. So because of that, my other stuff that I was doing was just testing the quality, because I was very concerned that I was posting bad quality videos because Twitch or my OBS was screwing up what I was trying to do somehow. So I had to check and inspect what I was doing. I mean, this account is my earliest game account. The other account that did Frostbiter 120 was my late game account. And then my mid to end game-ish account is the Garlathan account, which I will be showing off later. I only recently figured out how to get Twitch to work, so that's part of why I never did a lot of Twitch in the past. I didn't know how to key it to keep my videos or what was going on. Yep. So yeah, we're going to be continuing to farm through this. I think, need to level the gear on Warmaiden, because she's getting murked too quickly. It's not as easy to stream, by the way, as you might think it is. It's not like I'm not going to give up on it, because obviously it's going to give me a lot of benefits, but it's not as easy setting that up as you might think. Like, I actually had to, again, employ my legendary determination to win. The same determination that got me to the top of Doom Tower, among other achievements, and defeat Ahriman and Molag Bal, which reminds me, I should probably get a copy of Elder Scrolls Online and stream it, because I am be willing to bet a lot of people want to see me play Elder Scrolls Online again. Because Elder Scrolls Online is an amazing game. It was my first major online game. I'll never forget the time when I got to veteran rank 2. Oh, that was so nice. And I also got to fight Molag Bal. It was on my old computer. I do not know what has happened to that game since then. Hopefully Molag Bal still exists. Because a new generation needs to see Molag Bal. They need to see it. Like, if you think this game is amazing, nah. Compared to Molag Bal, like, Molag Bal is like a showstopper. It's like when you first meet Sephiroth. It's such a big deal. Him and Metamarco, so amazing. Like, oh. You know, I forgot how amazing Elder Scrolls Online until I was like trying to remember what it was like, and I was like, dude, the game is sick. I remember that game. Man. Like, all the mistakes I used to make in this game, by the way, were me thinking this game was like Elder Scrolls Online. But the truth is, Elder Scrolls Online is the better game. Like, if you haven't played Elder Scrolls Online, I highly recommend you do. Highly. I rate that game a minimum an 8 out of 10. Minimum. Going up. Like, it is amazing. You know what even better than Elder Scrolls Online? Skyrim. Oh, yeah. Yes, Skyrim. Skyrim is the GOAT. Like, Skyrim is one of the best games ever made. Aside from maybe Elden Ring. Skyrim and Elden Ring are some of the best games ever made. Like, I don't know what they were doing when making Skyrim, but I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. If you have not played Skyrim, you know, just go. Just do it. Download the game. Find a copy of the game. I don't care if you have to go to freaking Video Time to find a copy. There has to be a copy of Skyrim somewhere. Go play that game. Because Skyrim is one of the best in the business. I'm telling you, man. Anyway, we're going to be fighting orcs over here. Going to be weeding our way through. I'm still going to play Elder Scrolls Online. That is going to happen. I promise you. It's going to happen. Because, like, I have done too much on Elder Scrolls Online to not show the glory of that game to a new generation. Like, the new players have got to see it. It's like one of the greatest wonders of the world. Elder Scrolls Online. That is Skyrim. Anyway, we're fighting the orcs out. One shot that wave. Blind Seer and Warmaiden are getting some healthy experience. I've got to check their gear out. Blind Seer needs this XP, by the way, because otherwise Blind Seer is going to have some issues. Here we go. Perfect. Got to keep that rise up. I mean, I would have been hyped about Frostbiter, but the real hype battle, which I've got to show again, the real hype battle is Magma Dragon on floor 110. That's the real hype battle, because you are literally dancing with death with that boss. Literally dancing with death. It is so scary to fight that boss. I'm not joking. It is so incredibly scary to fight that boss. So yeah, we blasted our way through there. This nice, snowy, weird landscape. And the first appearance of Skullcrusher. I have yet to get a Skullcrusher, which I'm sad about. But one day, I'll get a Skullcrusher. Just like one day, I will get a Mashald. It will happen. One day. And one day I will get a Geomancer. Like, these champs will eventually show up. I just have to be patient. Get the shards for the right time. I mean, Blind Seer showed up. And I wasn't expecting her to show up. I'm like, I'll take a Void Legendary. I mean, I was hoping for a Skull Crown or something. But I'll take a Blind Seer. She's not bad. She's actually pretty, like, incredible, honestly. Blind Seer. But yeah, it's a long grind trying to get better at this game. Like, my other account took a full year and a lot of effort to get it where it is. Full year of daily grind. Every single day, grinding quests. That's the nature of this game, man. Like, Keynes thinks that I didn't grind for this stuff. No, I did. No, I did. I grinded for over a year. Solid. Non-stop looking for quests and grinding. It is not easy to get good at this game. Oh no. And even when you get the stuff going, you still need to find gear and everything. Despite this, I still rate Elder Scrolls Online as one of the more difficult games. Granted, you can progress a little a lot faster if you have the skill, but it still takes a lot of skill to be good at Elden Ring. Same with Elder Scrolls Online. And that's another reason why I still want to play it. Because it's glorious, man. Fight this orc. Of course he has the unkillable passive. Of course you do. Trash boots. Keep it going. The problem is, I don't really have any elixirs. So, I'm going to mostly rely on campaign to try to give me the goods of levels. And then I have to try to ascend her Warmaiden and try to level her gear. Like, we will be able to clear Doom Tower. I just have to get that critical mass. If you don't have that critical mass, you're not going to clear Doom Tower. It's that simple. You're not going to clear Doom Tower without, some level of investment. You're just not. Like, I'm investing in some crappy gear at first, but we will get to better gear over time. It will happen. I just don't have it right now. And I still have to get Blind Seer in an optimal position. Or not even optimal, a suboptimal position. Just a good position. I have to do it. Like, this account is in trouble, and I have to start to bail it out. I don't like leveling up gear. I mean, they're the dynamite duo, Blind Seer and Warmaiden. I just have to turn them into dynamite. Because right now they're only dynamite in looks, not in actual power. They need actual power is the problem. Come on, I want to at least get it to 14 before I move to the next piece of gear. And then we'll polish it to 16 later, and then after that, we'll eventually swap her gear out entirely. I just don't have the Savage yet that she needs to thrive. Man, she could really use that Barbarian banner. I don't know if I'll take this to 16 straight away, but we're going to give it some levels. I don't like doing this, but this is some of the hidden trials of trying to build a champion, is gear leveling. And given the amount of silver actually required to do this, it's actually a very brutal process. I think I'm just going to upgrade this to level 12 and just leave it there until I get a better weapon. Because right now, 3-star weapon is the best I can do, but when I get a better weapon, you'll see me swap it out. Because I need Warmaiden to do a fair amount. And she thrives best on high quality gear. That's just the way Warmaiden works. Because her base stats are trash. She's hot, don't get me wrong. She's hot and she hits hard. But her defensive base stats are rubbish. They are rubbish. I guess resistance isn't the worst stat. Especially because our resistance at this point in the game is probably trash, I want to say. Because most of these artifacts are pretty bad. Alright, if you've seen the artifacts I have on my first account, you'll get an idea of how bad these artifacts really are. Like, they're bad. I also don't really have any other options for drop defense other than Warmaiden. So there's that as well. But I was trying to prioritize survivability, as my survivability is already garbage. Get some shards. Ooh, we can just do a 10 pull. We'll do one 10 pull. Axeman, Ritualist, Warboy, Sister Militant, Mage Killer, Chemist, Preacher, Necked Human. Of those, it's like 2 of those are good. And we get some energy. I'll take that, because I guess what? This account needs help. Okay, before I do that, I've got to rank up some food again. No, I'm not buying your crap. I know you want me to buy. I know this. But I don't have a lot of money yet. Unless I can get a lot of money out of this game, which I've yet to do, I I'm not inspired to make a pay-to-win account. And even then, I don't really want to make a pay-to-win account because it just makes me look like I'm cheating, which I'm not cheating. I never would cheat in this game. I make it a point not to do that. I make it a point. But yeah, this game does benefit in a way if you make a pay-to-win account. It does benefit from that, but you don't need it. It does allow you to do things like get to platinum. Because it allows, at least faster, or at all really, because empowerment makes it so that spending is more rewarded in a way. Like, you can get to a lot of other stuff without spending at all, but platinum seems to be the haven of the spenders at this point. Like gold, you can get there free to play. You can get to gold free to play. It's hard, but you can. Plat, you basically need to be a spender. Yep, pretty much. Like, there is a faint possibility you can get to plat as a free to play, but it's really hard. Like, you'd need at least 2 years on an account to do that. At least 2 years. If not more. Because you would have to get a lot of champs to do that. I'm not saying it's impossible, but it will literally take you years to do such a thing. Literally will take you years. See, the thing is, until I get a setup with a lot of these champs leveled up, I just don't see... You know what would be hilarious? If they made a skin for Warmaiden that has her wearing more clothes. That would be hilarious. And if not Warmaiden, if they're too elitist, why not a skin for all the Void legendaries? Come on. At least for them. Why doesn't Blind Seer have a skin? Wouldn't that be cool if he had like a special skin for Blind Seer? Or like a Mashald skin? Or a Razin Scarhide skin or something? Come on, Plarium. I mean, they already have an Arbiter skin. Why not a Warlord skin? Or a Sifi skin or something? Like, because you can make money from this stuff. You can. Or a Krisk skin. Like, give Krisk like a cape or something. Like, at least for other legendaries or Void legendaries, even if it's Void legendary exclusive, I mean, come on. What about that Coldheart skin you keep banging on about? Where's that? Besides, with the Arbiter skin, I feel the biggest scam with that is that there's no Arbiter involved, only the skin. Like, it almost seems worth buying if you could just get the Arbiter with the skin. Just give you a free Arbiter? And for those who have an Arbiter, a free empowerment? I mean, come on. Or a free extra Arbiter for other content to have extra stuff with the Arbiter? I mean, come on. Think about it. Of course they don't think about it. Could they not just include the Arbiter with the skin? Because the missions are torture, by the way. The missions are freaking torture. Like, Just, man, if we're gonna pay $50, I want Arbiter at least with the skin. If not a speed set with it. If I'm going to break my free to play mindset, at least give me an Arbiter and some speed gear with that. Like, come on. Come on. Give me something more. I want a bit more. If I'm gonna spend, I want a good deal. I want a significant amount to come with it. I know you're like, nah, why would you do that? Like, think about it. Think about how many more people would buy it if it actually had the Arbiter with the skin. True, it's like a $50 Arbiter, but people might actually be willing to pay $50 to get an Arbiter. Think about it. Think about it. It's not that big of a stretch, is it? Enough of my rambling about Arbiter skins. Skins in general. We're going to be getting to the end of the ship. Hopefully. And try to give my Warmaiden what she needs. She only has a 3-turn cooldown with that, which is not terrible, honestly. Or 4-turn, but still. Get that acid rain over the top. I still have to progress Blind Seer some more. Yeah, you're trying to get one on over on us. Get out of here, Bad Alcazar. Get out of here. Alright. Where are we at? Can we ascend Warmaiden is the real question. Yes, we can. But guess what? We need more Warmaiden potions. Who knew? I didn't want to have it on auto. It just did that. We're gonna leave it here. Everyone like and subscribe. I work very hard on both YouTube and Twitch now. I'm now doing 2 for the price of 1. I will be streaming on a regular basis now that I finally figured out how to make it work. I've decided to put in the effort. And believe me, it's not a small amount of effort required to do this. It's what we like to call a large amount of effort. This may not seem like a large amount of effort. But before we do that, I do have to get through the Warmaiden land. Blind Seer is incredible, honestly. But I can't say that she's easy to get. I just can't. Because Blind Seer... Blind Seer's a Void Legendary. You want to know how few Void Legendaries are in this game? Very few. You want to know what the odds of getting a Void Legendary are? Usually not 0.5%. Very low. In fact, she is my only pulled Void Legendary on any account ever. Let that resonate inside your skull for a bit. Ever. That's right. Ever. So keep that in mind before you think, oh, he gets Void Legendaries all the time. No. Not even close. Not even close. Getting Void Legendaries is stupidly hard. It's been over a year, and I've only ever pulled one, and it's only on this account. And it happened to be this account's first legendary, by the way. Because until now, this account had no legendaries on it. Until now. I will be doing more faction wars, but I want to try to keep these episodes not unbearably long for a couple of reasons. And not the least of which is I might piss my mom off by making this too long. Because I do have a habit of doing that. Because it takes an incredible amount of effort to do all of these faction wars and stuff. Alright, we got somewhere with that. In the next episode, I will be continuing on my quest to do better at this game. I will see you all then.